So what's up, y'all? The allegations against Mr. Diddy Bop ain't letting up no time soon. Candace Owens, the commentator, she's the latest one throwing shade at Mr. Diddy. She thinks Diddy's been dodging all the crimes because he's allegedly working with the FBI. She tweeted about how people called Kanye a fool when he tried to out Diddy, but now it's looking like Kanye was pretty much right all along.
Poison me, and by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
Gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address. Right. But as far as Meek Mills, no. Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
Now, Owens and Kanye West, they singing the same tune. Kanye leaked the text messages from Diddy a while back, exposing him as an FBI informant. Kanye called Diddy the diddler for a reason, man. Owens just confirmed it. Diddy's been snitching to save his own skin, allegedly, protecting his own little dirty secrets. Some years ago, Diddy got exposed on Drink Champs, but the video disappeared and was taken down. Kanye's screenshots of their convo blew up, showing that Diddy Bop's been an informant. Owens stands by Kanye on this, saying, he was right all along. When the industry and seemingly the world was kind of calling him crazy and kind of turning their back on him. The text messages read, "This is from Diddy. Dude, send me an address. Let's stop playing these internet games and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love." Kanye then responded by saying, "This ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now go get you some business." Then Puffy, he started talking about I'm trying to talk to you as a black man. I'm talking to you because this is hurting our people. Stop. I'm sorry. Puffy be full of it. And then Kanye responded, "Anything you text, I will post. I love you, and you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance." Kanye also said, "I didn't like our convo. I'm selling these teas. Nobody gets in between me and my money. This is my grandfather texting you now. Never call me with no BS like that again unless you're ready to greenlight me. Because anybody who got on that tea is me. Out of respect for everything you've meant to me, I'll be quiet as Virgil. But now I know I've hurt people I love with threats. Come do something illegal to me now, please." And then Puffy was like, "As soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address." Kanye was like, "Dude, F you. You a fed." But it ain't just about Diddy. Kanye's been calling out celebrities who are in bed with Diddy's shady dealings. The list is so long, longer than a CVS receipt. Kanye's been banished, exiled, canceled multiple times, but he just doesn't care. He's trying to be able to see his kids, but he got handlers around him like Dave Chappelle, Meek Mill, Diddy, and many more that he claims they're all in on it, keeping a tight leash around his neck, or trying to at least. What he's basically trying to say is these guys like Meek Mill and Diddy, or even Jay-Z, they get calls from the higher-ups for when Kanye or any kind of, celebrity is acting out of control. They'll call them to kind of handle the situation. They won't do it themselves. They'll call the likes of Diddy, Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Dave Chappelle, or any other kind of handlers to handle, the celebrity that's acting out of control. For Kanye, for instance.
All right, so let me read this Harley case. This is how he was ready. This is a trainer
But come to find out, he was actually Canadian intelligence, but this is my trainer. So this shows you the kind of handlers that are around the superstars in California, right? So it says, I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words. And everything that is discussed is based in fact, and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same. This is the way a Hollywood trainer was talking to me to force me to go and like apologize, right? But you think about, if Harley was part of intelligence, right? What kind of people you think are surrounding my kids? All indoctrination. This is all mind control. You gotta understand, like I don't believe I'm putting myself at risk, because I think God uses me for a time like this. He put me in this situation and had y'all follow me from George Bush Don't Care to Beyonce Had the Best Video to now. For some reason, y'all are interested. For some reason. And they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
They can't scare you, they can't control you, they can't, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They could control Charles Barkley. They could control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't giving us money, they giving us acknowledgement. I don't want your acknowledgement. And I went so far past any level of acknowledgement. You know, I was banished, I was exiled, I was canceled multiple times. So what, I done had like my kids not show up to Sunday service right in front of everybody. And you know what I mean? Like I'm crying to see my daughter, and all of the usual suspects, the handlers, Dave Chappelle, Meek Mills, Diddy, all these people aren't in position. And for us as celebrities, they got to call and put a leash on them. What we gonna do with Ye? He delusional, that's the best. Dave, give him a call. Diddy, give him a call. Tell him we ain't like the t-shirt. Tell him like right now the agenda is, this is the voting agenda for the celebrities, for the black. Make them do exactly what LeBron would do. Make them do exactly what Drake would do. And y'all know my stance on this. I want to say
Kanye being so outspoken and just and such a rebel, or, you know, even the black sheep of the industry, you know, he's been kind of, you know, a thorn in their side, always calling out, you know, the dark secrets of the industry. So it's no wonder that the industry, you know, they're kind of trying to paint him out to be, you know, this crazy idiot, you know, because in a way, if you think a person is crazy, you're not going to believe anything that they got coming out of their mouths. But people are starting, you know, to wake up and realize what Kanye been saying is starting to make a lot of sense when you really think about it.
Remind you, before we get back into Michael Jackson, what we learned in the Diddy document, just to very quickly recap. Well, if you read through them, again, these are all allegations, but you will come out of it understanding that there is allegedly some sort of a blackmail ring that is operating throughout Hollywood, and that artists that are producing music are actually being controlled via being induced into drugs at parties. And then what takes place is they're being reported, and sometimes they're being recorded while they are committing sexual acts with minors. And something that we also saw in these docs is that these parties, at least a lot of them, are taking place in the Virgin Islands, which again, just makes you go, what's happening here? Because Jeffrey Epstein, obviously his home, or he owned an island that was just off the coast of St. Thomas. So we hear that again. I also am jogging your memory about the Bitcoin millionaire who right before his death found drowned, accidental drowning, even though he was fully clothed and had his wallet in his pocket, tweeted that the CIA and the Mossad were running a blackmail ring in the Virgin Islands. Something else that we learned in the Diddy lawsuit was that the media and the authorities are complicit. So the ring has real power, not imagined power. Again, I am using the word alleged because this person, despite having, video evidence and he has presented photographic evidence, this has not yet gone through the court system. And so we can't say that it's entirely true. And I'd say the biggest point that we took away from these Diddy docs was that this ring, if you believe it exists, can and will murder people to protect themselves. And he intimated this event that happened allegedly at a recording studio where Diddy and his son allegedly shot someone, and it was covered up by the LAPD and then the media. All right, so within those docs, and this is where it gets relevant, there's one man that is named as being the person that can do the cleanups, right? This is the guy that you are supposed to call if you get into any sort of a scenario. So in these docs, it says, Mr. Combs instructs his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad, that is Fahim Muhammad, if they are ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. And upon information and belief, this is regarding the shooting that took place at Chalice Recording Studios. Again, he is alleging that Diddy and his son shot someone. And after that shooting,
Now, this all links back to Michael Jackson's death. Owens claims that the same man who covered up Diddy's son, King Combs, shooting somebody was Michael Jackson's head of security. Now, this guy, Fahim Muhammad, was at the scene when the King of Pop died. Now, Candace Owens suggests Michael was, murdered, part of a blackmail ring in Hollywood, controlling artists through drugs and secret recordings. So, if you can imagine that, parties in the Virgin Islands, artists drugged up, recorded with minors, and blackmail. It's sounding a lot like Jeffrey Epstein all over again. He was doing the same thing. He would host these big events and invite all the powerful people, billionaires, celebrities, and the like. He would invite them to his event, and they would show up, and they would eventually go off to these different rooms, participating in all these kind of wild activities. And, little do they know, Epstein, he has all these hidden cameras and secret audio devices all in the room. A lot of them, when they come, they not on their P's and Q's, they not checking for, hidden video cameras or audio devices. And a lot of them, they under the influence, they drugged up or they under alcohol, so they not on point. And so he was able to utilize that footage, to blackmail those people. And this is the same thing that Diddy was doing.
Happy birthday to me. Back outside, boys, toting 70 on the strip, I'm ready to die.
It's been said that based off of, Lil Rodney, the producer that was, suing Diddy, in his court documents, he pretty much laid everything out. He said Diddy will host these events, and you heard about the Diddy parties. They get wild, they get crazy, and they do some really crazy things at his parties. But they will also go off into different rooms, and in the different rooms within Diddy's mansion, there will be hidden cameras and also audio devices planted throughout the room. And in turn, Diddy would take these recordings, these secret recordings, and he would use it to his advantage if he needed to blackmail somebody. If he needed to blackmail somebody, he had the footage to do so. And, people be at his parties high, coked out, drunk, or whatever the case may be. They wake up and they realize, like, dang, what happened last night? Lil Rodney said the same thing happened to him. He would be at the parties and, he feel like people would slip drugs into his drink, and he'll wake up the next day and not know what happened to him. And I think that's the same thing that, Diddy has done to a lot of other celebrities within the industry. He has a lot of dirt on a lot of different people, not just celebrities, but politicians, just a lot of, high-ranking people throughout society. So this is definitely, Jeffrey Epstein all over again. Like, people feel like Diddy is the Jeffrey Epstein of, the hip hop industry. Diddy is in, the thick of all of this, and people are saying, Diddy has a ring and he could and would, murder to protect himself. All this talk, has once again led the conversation about Diddy's similarities to Epstein, child trafficking, recording videos of people to give to the FBI. It's all there. Diddy's mansions were wired with cameras. He had footage, blackmail material. They bring the young artists in, aspiring musicians, lace their drinks, and catch them up in compromising situations or positions. Then they got you. They control your career, they control your life. It didn't stop at just, music, people, aspiring to be in the music industry, or it didn't even just stop at aspiring music artists. There were athletes, celebrities, politicians, even royalty. Diddy was allegedly a snitch, feeding info to the feds. Even Suge Knight claimed Diddy was in with the FBI knowing things. Now, if the authorities turn on him, the dealer's got a lot of enemies, waiting for him in jail. And all this information, like, it seems outlandish. Like, why would Puffy be a snitch? Why would he be working with, the FBI? Why would he be, an agent for them? But I mean, when you really look at the history of Diddy, it's not too far-fetched. Melvin Combs, he was, Diddy's father. And he used to work with, he used to do business with Frank Lucas, American Gangster Frank Lucas. He was a big time kingpin. He ended up turning informant, and he lost a lot of respect for that in the streets, But he also used to do business with P. Diddy's dad, which is Melvin Combs. Now, Melvin Combs was also known as, a drug dealer as well. And he had his own crew. He was also, known as a kingpin, and he was shot and killed because he turned informant on his own crew. He snitched out his own crew. According to even law enforcement, he was working as an informant for the New York Police Department, during the time of his death. His involvement as an informant, that's what's believed to have played a role in his murder, as it added a layer of danger to his already risky activities in the drug trade. The combination of his criminal associations and his role as an informant pretty much, is more than likely made him a target for those who felt threatened by his cooperation with the police. I think they found like 2 bullets in his head while he was sitting in his car. So if his daddy was an informant, it's not too far-fetched to believe, Puffy is out here doing the same thing, following in his dad's footsteps. It's even eerie because, Melvin Combs, which is Puffy's dad, he was married to Janice Combs, which is Puffy's mom. But it was said that he also had like a 22-year-old mistress named Cassandra. And that's actually Cassie's real name, Cassandra. So very weird. So he really was trying to, be in his dad's footsteps, even down to dating a woman that had the same name as the woman his dad was dating. So if you find out it's hard to believe, TMZ tweeted a photo of Diddy interacting with the feds while his drug mule, Brennan Paul, was taken into custody. Now, if the FBI got Diddy, why wouldn't they just arrest him? Unless he's been secretly in on it the whole time. Something to really think about and ponder on. That's it for this video, y'all. Thank you for watching. Let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank y'all for watching.